Hello, everybody. That's not what my title posted. Oh, there you go. First, it said something else, but yeah. Starting this morning off, I thought I would just go live before I started cleaning up my house. Um, Come on here and tell y'all about yesterday. Yesterday was my baby brother's second birthday party. I'm not that young, but I do have a baby brother. My father has a child. Um, Mind you, I live in Baltimore, and the rest of my family live in D.C. in the Maryland area. So the party was in Alexandria, Virginia. If anybody familiar with that area, my father said that was the first Chuck E. Cheese, I believe. So we went there. We was a little late, so we were about a hour late. We were already down there, but had to stop in Walmart to get something else. I seen another present I wanted to get them. So we went to the one Walmart, then we went to the super center up the street from there. So about the time we get back down, like soon we pull up, my father called me and was like, "Oh, y'all pulling up?" So we get inside, and I'm walking in. Me and my family walking in, and I see my father's girlfriend standing there. So I already knew like probably something had transpired, but I didn't know that they were going crazy in the Chuck E. Cheese. Um, my father's girlfriend and the lady my father has my little brother with. Hey, they got into a little argument or altercation in the Chuck E. Cheese. If you ever seen a fight or anything at Chuck E. Cheese, you know how that go. So they were getting other people involved, people that were there having birthday parties and stuff, and people not knowing what's going on from the outside looking in. So when I came, I tried to be like the peer mediator, be in the middle, so we can go about having my little brother party. Cause like when I came over there, and my brother's mother, she was all da 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 this and that. Why is she here? Why is she here? I wanted to say like, B, she here because she helps take care of your child also. Like if it wasn't for her, like I don't know. She like telling me, she like, you don't know what I go through, you don't know what she tell me. I do know, because I'd have been in the same situation. It's not pretty, but if you have a stepmother, stepfather, anybody of that nature that's willing to help you take care of your child and would never think about causing any harm to your child, then you should take heed to that. Because a lot of people would love that. Like if ever today or tomorrow I'm not with my children's father, I would hope that he would find somebody as smart as me and somebody as loving, as caring for my kids as I am. Like, cause I wouldn't want nothing less. I want you to treat my kids like they are your own. So when I get right there, she like, yeah, she said this and she said that and this, that, and the third. They only tell you what they want to tell you. Like, I'm sorry, but she was like, the party is canceled. I was like, oh my goodness. We just drove an hour out here for her to say the party was canceled. I was so heated, but I've been working on myself lately. I've been really working on myself, and I done calmed down a lot because, to make matters worse, this lady supposed to had the child before my brother was supposed to be my sister, but a paternity. Uh, my bad. I accidentally pushed something, but a paternity test. I don't know why she acting like that shouldn't be said. Something that shouldn't be brung up, because we all know I was mad at my own father for doubling back, making the same mistake. So I know his girlfriend, his longtime girlfriend, is like Uh, like, it's too much. It's really too much. I couldn't get any footage or anything. Like, I have a few I have some videos of my son Riley and a couple of pictures, but other than that, good morning. I must be on live at a good time, because usually when I record, I don't get nobody. But thank y'all for coming in here. I'm just talking about this scene from my brother's Chuck E. Cheese party yesterday. And I didn't even get to see him. He was in there playing because he actually has 3 other sisters. His mom has 3 little girls, so he was over there with them. But they said he was looking really mad when he left out and all that. And she was in there trying to call the police. She like, I'm going to call the police. You don't supposed to be here. You banned. I said, what? I said, she's trying to get the people in Chuck E. Cheese to call the police, the little Mexican ladies. And I looked at the lady and I said, when you call the police, like, what are you actually going to tell them? Like, what are you going to tell them? This lady didn't come here trying to be on no stuff, trying to fight her or nothing like that. It's going to get better. Thank you. I'm trying. It's supposed to be a family channel, but I'm thinking about moving towards more to making it my channel, because my first video on here, good morning Traveling Jewel, when I first started making videos on here, that was like 7 years ago when I first recorded my first little video when I was singing. Well, you can see I was smaller. But I didn't know nothing about, like, really about YouTube and streaming and all that stuff. I'm still learning. As young as I am, I'm in the millennial category. I still don't know all the nooks and crannies of everything. I'm learning. I think my grandmother knows more about, like, technology and iPhones, and because she has a updated iPhone than me. I'm still on the I got an iPhone 7 Plus last year because it was on sale. So I was like, yep. After that, we went to my father's house and just chilled out and everything. Like, this lady, she left my brother presents at the table that I done bought, that I done went and spent money on and stuff. My father gift that he left. She just took her little cake and just went away. But people was telling my father to just have his own party, like have our own little family party like that, which would have been a lot better and less drama. So I think next time, or when he get my little brother back, either this week or next week, whenever she decides to let somebody see him, we're going to have him a nice little party, because he did not deserve that. He is only 2 years old. He don't know what's going on. But he know these 2 women in his life are women that he love and that take care of him. So that shouldn't even have been a problem. Like, I think it was more like of a what's the word? How you doing? Is it Sadie? I know it's Sadie, like, spelled a different way too. How do y'all feel about the situation of, like, the bitter baby mother situation? Because this situation been going on for a long time. I remember we was going to Florida and Texas for vacation. This was in 2011, 2012. So this been going on ever since then. The girl was holding his things hostage, and I was like, Dad, we can go there now before we leave, because girls that close to their father, they don't play about their daddy. I don't play about my daddy. I do not play about my daddy. I think everybody that's in here is from Life with Kennedy stream, so I'm not even gonna say go pick them up and stuff, because y'all should already have them. I think y'all should already have them. Yeah, I definitely need to get some watch time, and I'm trying to do a video every day or even do a live, something like that. My kids be like, why are you doing a video? I'm like, that's what you're supposed to do, right? I don't know. But I got some cleaning up to do. And I have laundry to do because usually I do laundry on Sundays, but how I'm just telling y'all about the birthday party yesterday, I was not able to do anything. I think I was asleep on the ride back home. I be like this, like, I don't care. Neck be all stiff waking up. I gotta get my rest in. What else did I want to talk about? Something else that I wanted to talk about. If I could think of it. I don't know. What y'all want to talk about this morning? What's today? I'm waiting for my computer to do these updates. This computer is down bad. Like, I took some of the duct tape off, but this part right here, it has to stay because that whole screen will fall off. And I start back my college courses in January, the beginning of January. I have about 36 more credits left and I'll be done with my bachelor's degree. So I'm really like in a race to get that finished. The first time I graduated with my associate's degree from University of Phoenix, my mother was alive and everybody came to my graduation. My mother, my sisters, and my nieces and nephews and things like that. And unfortunately, this time, my mother will not be able to come to my graduation. Sorry. But it will probably be next year. Sorry. Good morning. Hey, man. Hey, Mason. That gotta be you, Mason. I dry my face almost. You not at school, boy? Thank you. I can't even think about this lady without crying. Like, if you could find me on Facebook too. I be on Facebook a lot. Thank you for still staying. Thank you. At Lady C, that's my sister's YouTube, but my nephew uses it. He he tried to do a few videos. He has a few videos. My Facebook is where is my Facebook? I think it's Manda Panda too. It's Manda Panda, but you will see my picture on my profile picture. I have on a like a sequin jumpsuit. I'm at a place with my mother. You at a place? I'm up. I need to clean up. I need to get things started. You drinking tea? You ain't bring me nothing. I wish I could go get some Starbucks this morning, but with me not having a car during the day, I'm not going nowhere in that cold. I didn't even get a coat yet. I didn't even get myself a coat yet, but I will either today or tomorrow. I'm gonna go get me a coat. Wow. Sorry to hear about that. My mother's birthday is next month, December 11th. And me and my sister, we came to a mutual agreement. Like, I think it was just like in all our hearts what we all wanted to do. Like, when that time comes. My mother, we cremated my mother, so I have her box right here with me all the time. Like when something going on or anything like that, I try to talk like seem like I'm talking to her, cause her ID is in it too. And I just look at her ID. It's hard. My mother was only 46 years old when she passed away 2 years ago. I know I don't live, since I don't live in DC no more, I didn't really get to see her like that. I just, some things I just wish I could change. I would have spent more time. I know she was always tired and stuff, like coming from dialysis. Yes. I want to go back home, but I don't think I want to move back to DC. I was looking into Virginia. Like, I think I like the Virginia area. It looked pretty peaceful out there. Yeah. Sorry to hear about that. That's a long time. And I'm 30 years old. I don't know why people be thinking I'm younger than that, but that's a compliment for me. But yeah. At first when my mother got sick, 52. Yeah, that was still young too. Wow. Yeah, you gotta write the numbers out. I don't want to get my chat spam. Johnette. You just have to write the words out that you write the numbers out you're trying to say. But yeah, I was about, I want to say 12 or 13 when my mother first found out that I guess she was sick. But she tried to hide it for so long. I don't even know how to delete. Hold on. Oh yes, yes I do. Move the message from user. Okay, I see it right there. See, I'm learning. See if there's no more numbers up there. Right, my face. Oh yeah. I'm trying myself together, but yeah, she hid it for a very long time. A very long time. At first, it started with like blood clots, and she would go to the hospital. And that's around the time that I first reached out to like my grandmother, my father's side. I reached out to them because me and my sister, we used to fight a lot, and I used to cry, say I wanted my father. So he didn't come around as he should have, but I always knew who my father was. So that one last time me and my sister fought, I asked my father, I said, you gotta come get me. I said, I don't wanna live here anymore. But I was gone when my mother was really going in and out of hospital when she first found out, I guess, that she had lupus. Yes. Hello, good morning. Make. I don't think I have you. But definitely when I get off here, I will definitely subscribe to you and watch some of your videos. Yeah. We got to keep our heart healthy because being it's just so much that can take like a strain or a toll on us. I try to make it my business every day to do something something physical to help me like get my day started. Like how I'm about to clean up now. I'm gonna play my music, be dancing around, sweeping a little bit and things like that. Be the host thumbs. I'm trying to figure out what is wrong. You trying to figure out what's wrong with me? I was just having like an intimate conversation, and I couldn't hold my composure. That's all. Get myself together to talk about when my mom was first diagnosed with lupus and the side effects and everything else that comes with it. So let me look at it. I'm in Baltimore, downtown. Yep, I'm not too far, but not having any family or anything out here, like, really got to be on your grind and do what you have to do. Like, I can't depend on. The only person I could say I could call out and depend on is my father. Like, that's why I say if anything was to happen to me today or tomorrow, I only have my father that can. I don't know nobody else, or my children's father. I don't know nobody else that would take care of my kids and love them like how I do. Like, it's sad you gotta think about stuff like that, but what happened to my mother and then her mother, my family, if y'all familiar with we're living in DC, you have Parkchester, and then you have Bury Farms down at the end of that. So my family lived around Parkchester, and my grandmother and grandfather, they were together, the Perkins family. And my grandmother, she passed away from a heart attack where I think my mother said she was 14. She was 14 years old. And my mother's youngest sister, my Aunt Jeanette, she passed away in 2006, I want to say, before I went to Job Corps. She passed and she stopped breathing. I know she had a stroke and everything like that. She had problems with her kidneys and was going to dialysis. So yeah, that's something that runs in my family. But yeah, I was talking about the beginning stages of, like, I guess finding out that something is wrong with you. Like, she kept getting blood clots. I remember, like, that was the main thing at first. Kept getting blood clots, kept going to the hospital to get her legs drained. And then with that, then she was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. That's good, because sometimes you feel like you're the only one that go through this stuff, but I guess letting it out makes it a little better. It makes it a little better every time. So with the rheumatoid arthritis, the stiffening of the hands, she already had diabetes. I'm gonna say that was the first thing, because she had diabetes. She had to take insulin. She even taught us how to give her insulin. Wow. Yeah, my mother, coming from dialysis, she used to be so tired. Some days she didn't go because she was so tired. But, being in that position, being that sick, you have to go. You have to go get those treatments, get your blood cleaned and stuff like that. What else did she have? I want to say renal disease. Here's a lot of stuff. So much stuff. Psoriasis. Yeah. Had to get like so many surgeries. My mother, I can't say she was a little hard headed, because the year the year before she passed away, she went to the hospital. She was unconscious. She went in a coma. She supposed to have went and had a surgery that morning. I didn't. Yeah. I think doing it at home would be better. But she couldn't even do it at home, because the apartment complex where she lived, she had like traces of mold around the house. So they couldn't even come and set up the equipment and things like that. They could never come and set up the equipment. Like, I can remember when I was little and having problems with the mold and stuff. Like, you would see little mushrooms pop up out the carpet. Like, that was not right. But the rent office and all those people like that, like, they don't care about anything. They don't care at all. Like, she got a stroke. It's not because kidney failure. Yeah, that kidney failure is like, like, and she never like tried to ask nobody like if we could give her one of our kidneys or anything like that. Like, I never really knew like everything. Like, over the years, I just started learning about what was really going on with her, like what she was going through. Cause me as a child, when I was a child, I didn't really see like, oh, like thinking just like, oh, she's sick, she'll be alright. Like, she go to the hospital, she'll be fine, the doctors will fix her. Like, thinking stuff like that, but it wasn't like that. But the first time she went to have a surgery. Yeah, this had to be 2016. She went to go have a surgery up there by George Washington Hospital, and she's supposed to, my little sister / little cousin, my aunt that passed away, daughter that I was talking about, she said she smoked a cigarette before she went into surgery. We all know that's bad. We all know that there was nothing to play with. But I think she was like at the point where she was so tired and didn't have any energy left. She was like, I'm going to enjoy myself while I'm still here, or enjoy the things I like to do. But yeah, that was when I got that call from my sister that day. It was about 11 something. I was out at the car wash. Like, they literally had my car right there washing the car out. So I had to wait for them to get done. I'm just waiting the whole time, waiting. Wow. And where you say you were from, Mank? Yeah. I would have been so hurt. That thought would have just passed me. It would have just passed me. And then yeah, that's a lot. I definitely gotta check out your videos. It's a lot going on. But before my mother passed away, she was also heartbroken too, because her ex-boyfriend, which you can say they were in a common law marriage because they were together for so long, his son, that was our stepbrother, he got killed. He got killed in the neighborhood that we from. Like, he didn't live around there. He didn't hang around there when he was little, when he came down there with us. But he supposed to went to the ice cream truck and he got murdered. And it wasn't supposed to be for him. But yeah, she was hurt and heartbroken, because she felt like that was her child too. Like, in the beginning, that goes back to my thing about saying a step parent. Like, if somebody really trying to be there for your child and would take responsibility for your child, like, that's a lot of help. That's a lot of help. And a lot of us don't get help. I have 3 children, 3 boys. It's me and their father and my father if necessary. If I really need to do something or just need a date night 1 month out of the year, my father would take care of them. uh, I don't went off track because I supposed to been talking about the first time when she went to the hospital. So she was in ICU. She was in ICU. We arrived there, and me, my sister, and our children and everybody was sitting in the family waiting room. So my sister like giving me a rundown. I'm from Ohio but moves to Michigan. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we were sitting in the room. My sister was giving me all the updates of what was going on and what the doctors were saying. So when she told me everything, she was telling me bad news. My sister lived in Tennessee. Okay. Um yeah, she was telling me everything, and what she was telling me, I wasn't trying to hear it. So I said, we need to get one of these nurses so they can let me go back there and see my mother. So the one nurse guy came in. He was a white guy. He came in. He like, yeah, it's not looking good. There's nothing more we can do. This, that, and the third. Blah, blah, blah. Me, I'm the little sister, but I act like the older one. Like, even though I may tear and things like that, but I can take care of business. I can handle some business. He told me that. I said, no, you're not going to sit here and just tell me this right here when I didn't even get a chance to see my mother. Like, somebody need to let me go back there so I could see my mother. So he went back there, talked to them, I guess, and they had me come back there. When I went back there, I was like, I'm not going to say I was scared, but I was like, let me see what's going on with my mother. Let me see if there's anything I can do to help her. So when I saw her, her whole body was gray. I touched her. Her body was cold. So first thing I'm thinking, like, oh my God, my mother gone. What I'm going to do? So I just started rubbing her legs, rubbing her feet. Like, just trying to, like, talking to her. I see her with the hole in her artery from when they was doing the surgery. And, it wasn't looking good at all. Next thing you know, they had a lady from the University of Maryland. I can't remember the lady name, but I know for a fact that the University of Maryland have some good doctors. And she was a black lady at that. She came in. She got those nurses. She was like, you do this, you do that. I need you to do this. Somebody hold this gauze on the artery so that she can stop the bleeding. Actually, it was in her leg. Yeah, it was in her leg. They cut her leg open, so they had to hold the gauze right there so it could stop bleeding until the doctor did whatever she needed to do. So when she came, she wrapped her up in like this heating blanket to keep her body temperature up, and I still was rubbing her feet and everything while they doing everything. And it just was like so scary, but I had hope and I had faith that day. And I want to say later on that night, I think I had left out, or even my sister left out. Later on that night, she came back around. She opened her eyes, and they said they was getting her into a room. So that was a lot then. But that next year, my sister called me. It was August. It was August the 24th. And because my mother was watching my niece and nephew that morning, and my little sister was home, and I guess she heard a noise. She heard that my mother fell. She was going to the bathroom, and I guess she fell and had a heart attack then. So my little sister, she called my big sister, and my big sister told her to call the ambulance and everything. And when the ambulance got there, did my little sister go with them? I think my little sister, I can't remember if she went with them or not, but they wasn't sure about what hospital they were taking her to, because the closest hospital right there where my mother lived was United Medical, which used to be Greater Southeast. Y'all know about that hospital. I was actually born there. So yeah, Greater Southeast Community Hospital, which is now United Health Center. That's the one that's the closest, but they don't do like emergency services there, like things like that. So they took her to George Washington, and if you know the difference from the distance from Mississippi Avenue to George Washington Hospital, that was a ways. That was ways away. Like, I don't like the United Man. Yeah, they said a lot of people died there and everything, but luckily I was just born there. Luckily they did the right thing and brought me into this world right, because man, oh man. And my sister was born at DC General, which is now the homeless shelter. So I don't know what they doing with all those hospitals. The only thing, I don't know anything about George Washington, but like when other family members were coming in, they was like, why did they bring her here? Like, I don't know. But it seemed to me like the first doctor that I met in there, that was yeah, that hospital is, I don't know, was all those hospitals in DC are like bad. Well, I ain't gonna just say in DC, because out here too, it's some terrible hospitals. And what was I about to say? Yeah, I was born there. I done forgot what I was about to say. But yeah, the doctor that was in there, he was like so nonchalant. Like, I came in there trying to ask him what's going on. Like, what did they do on her already? What type of yeah, John Hopkins. They say John Hopkins is good, but from a housekeeper's perspective, they say OMG, like that hospital is so nasty. And I did housekeeping down for University Hospital. That was in the summertime when I worked there. I didn't like it at all. Like, I kept getting sick. I had allergic reactions. My hands were breaking out. The people were mad at me because I needed sensitive gloves. So I even got a doctor's note. They got to the point, because I called out. I was having an allergic reaction. My throat was like swelling, closing, and my hands were peeling and moist. So they thought I was lying. They said, oh, for us to get you some new gloves, you got to bring in a doctor's note that say you need sensitive gloves. And I said, okay. I went to urgent care. You know, urgent care, you in and out. I went to urgent care, and they wrote down everything. Those people were looking at me like here she go, need special treatment. Yeah. I wouldn't say the University of Maryland Hospital is good, but like that, the other campus, the Midtown campus, I like that one. My kids went to the doctors there. And there are other campuses, but the one downtown right here, a no-go. I am good. I kept getting sick down there. Like, every time I worked, I kept being sick. And I used good... We used to get rewarded for good hand sanitation, so I know every time I had gloves on gloves. I would use a whole box of gloves, maybe 2 for my whole shift to clean up. But yeah, the doctor at George Washington, he was acting nonchalant. I wanted to go over all the paperwork that they had for my mother, because later on in the day when I got there, they were saying that they did all the tests and everything, and she supposed to have been brain dead from having the heart attack. Yeah, they said she had a massive heart attack. So I'm like, can you show me all the paperwork and everything? I want to look at everything for myself and have everything for my documents to know what happened to my mother, like, and what y'all do to help her. So they did this, then the third, blah blah blah. I was touching her hands. It felt like her hands was moving, like kept getting a little, and then her eyes kept jumping. And then after a while, they put the stuff over her eyes, and then they put the mask over top, because after a while, like, her eyes were getting like really puffy. She already had big eyes, as you can see from my eyes. Yeah, big eyes. So they were getting puffy, and they were getting like weaker. They were starting to look like real. Yep. And then she made a bowel movement. Like, it was getting realer and realer. Like, every moment, she made a bowel movement. So I know when they say, when people are actually gone, they have that last bowel movement. So I called them in there. I called the nurse in there, because like, her friends came to see her. Her neighborhood friends from my neighborhood and my family, everybody came, like, to say their final goodbyes. And I tried to ask them, could they clean her up? I'm like, she just used the bathroom. If somebody could clean her up, they like, oh, we turn her a certain way, or this, that, and third. Like, what's the word? They said if they do that, it's not going to be good, because I guess she was still, I don't know, because they already said she was brain dead. So I don't know why they couldn't move her and clean her or whatever. Just, I'm sorry, y'all. This is my first live with people in it, and I'm just crying like a little baby. But it definitely felt better to talk about it. Anybody going through the situation or ever been through it, I hope y'all get over it. Find some peace. It do get hard. It get hard. Every time her birthday come around, every time her death date come around, it just... And then how you got people that you didn't talk to in a long time, and they ask about your family and stuff, and you like, my mother's not here anymore, like, my mother gone. Like, it just don't seem right. It don't seem right at all. But one thing I can say, I'm blessed. I'm blessed not to have any medical problems. I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be here with my children and my family that's still here. I try to look out for my sister and my nieces and nephews, because I know it's really hard for them, because they actually was there with my mother every day. They were with her. I couldn't be with her every day, because I've been gone. I started my little family, and I've been gone for about 13 years. So my niece think my mother is still at the hospital. She asks her mother, like, you gonna get grandma from the hospital? And it's so sad. So sad. But on another note, let me turn this around. Get myself together. That's it. Let me try to talk about something else. Um, yeah, I guess I'll talk a little bit more about myself. Yeah, I'm praying for you and your family. It's a hard thing to get through. I don't know when. I don't know if I will ever have closure because I don't know. And my grandfather, he passed away. He passed away years ago. I want to say 2011, 2010, 2011. But my oldest two, they were small. They were really small. Like that's the only time my babies wore suits and dress shoes. They did that for their granddaddy. And my grandfather, he lived in Capitol Heights, Maryland. He lived right there, like where Benning Road and all that stuff is. He used to live over in that area. And he also passed from a heart attack. And he was being hard headed because the doctor told him he couldn't be eating all those fatty foods, like them pork chops, them fat backs, and all that stuff like that. And it was said that day he passed away, he had him a fried pork chop sitting at the table. He had himself a fried pork chop. I guess he said they not gonna take away what I like. Yeah, I bet it's losing the person that birthed you. Yeah. Like, I don't have a lot of family. You know how some people, they have a lot of family that probably been murdered on the street and stuff like that. But in my family, on my mother's side of the family, it's not really like that. It's like people die from natural causes. Or would you consider that a natural cause? Because like heart attack, stroke, stuff like that, they didn't even murder, they died. So yep. My grandfather, he was a army veteran. So he was they sent him off nice. His little ceremony. Yeah, that but when my favorite aunt passed away, my aunt Trinette, when she passed away, I was so hurt. I had pictures from her funeral. Like when I tell you I was skinny, I was skinny, and then I was crying worse than this. It looked like I didn't sleep in days. My eyes were bloodshot red. I wrote a poem for her and everything. And I remember that day too, when I was sitting with my little cousin, my little sister Danielle. She was about 3 years old. She said, "Why my mommy had to go?" And I just started crying. Like, I started crying. And my aunt Trinette, she was even younger. I want to say she was about 27. I want to say she was 27. But she was a workaholic. She worked so hard, like her whole life. She worked hard. From when she was, because she was almost close in age to us. She wasn't that older. She used to work her butt off from Roy Rogers up there in Suitland, Maryland, because they were living up in that area there. She was McDonald's. She even had a chance to sue her job. She loved her jobs that she worked so much. McDonald's, when she was pregnant with my little sister, with my little cousin, she burnt her stomach. Like the grease splattered on her stomach. And she didn't sue them people or anything. She still worked there faithfully with a smile on her face. Like, that lady she was a workaholic. But I think that's what messed her up. She wasn't eating properly and then just working. She worked overtime. Like, I know a lot of people need the money and things like that, but that's not good. It really takes a toll on your body, and I see it in a lot of people. A lot of people. They be like, yeah, I might go get this overtime, and I done work 16 hours today. And this, I'm sorry, I can't. I cannot. I cannot. Especially when you're doing some hard, exhausting work. I'm not trying to be working overtime. Like Amazon warehouse. I worked there before. You get it was 10-hour shifts. I can't stand on concrete floor. Okay. Thank you. Yes, you get that baby ready for school. Yeah, what I was saying. Yeah. Everybody needs money, you need to pay bills and things like that, but when it affects your health, you need to step back and take a look at what you need to do or what you need to change. See, like how this YouTube thing right here, I try to get a lot of people to start a YouTube channel. I'm like, hey, don't you want to start a YouTube? Like my brother, he's a party promoter. If you look on my Instagram, you might see him. But he's a party promoter, and he always like make his Instagram videos and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, you should make a YouTube. I said you got a lot of content, like the stuff you doing and showing and stuff, like the fancy cars and things like that. People want to see that, cause I don't have all that. I don't have all that stuff to show. I drive a Honda, and I think about 4 years I done had my van. I'm trading that baby in 2020 to get me an SUV. Not brand new, but I'm gonna get a used SUV because yeah, everybody always talk about the vans. It's the soccer mom's van, or the ladies in the van be driving crazy and acting crazy. I can agree with that 50%. And then they say people with vans got a lot of kids. I have 3 children. I want more, but not right now. I'm good. I'm good. But yeah, I'm looking at a SUV now. I'm liking that Chevrolet Traverse. Like, I like that one. It got the 3 rows of seat like how I have now, and it also I seen one with the captain seat, so people don't have to climb over your chairs. Nobody want nobody climbing all over their chairs. And then I want cloth seats this time because I have leather, and the kids fidgeting and picking with stuff. Like, it's looking real crazy. Oh, that's good. I My last car payment was in September. I was like, woo wee. Yes, Lord. I emailed these people. I said, don't y'all supposed to send me some paperwork to say that I own this car? I haven't heard anything from them yet, but I'm not really worried about it because this car will get traded in, and yeah, I'll be trading it in. I already have the title. I got the title, my registration, all that good stuff. So when my tags expire, that car is going right with it. You can have this. I wanna they have this place that they advertise for on TV, anyoneRides.com. They say they give you $6,000 for any car you have. So I'm gonna when that time come, I'm gonna fill out the application and see if it's really real, because that's a good deal. 6,000. Cause my car, I have a 05. I don't have anything up to date, but this time I will get something that's a little closer up in the years. But yeah, that van took me a lot of places. We done went to North Carolina, we done went to Pennsylvania, we done went, and it's still under. I'm like 160,000 miles, something like that. So Hondas and Acuras and things like that, they some good cars to invest in. Low maintenance, everything like that. I probably stop this video at an hour because yeah, I'm glad to see people came in here this morning and got a chance to look at my live. So I'm gonna get the cleaning. Well, I'm gonna wait till they say 60 minutes. I'm gonna get the cleaning up and stuff. Had the house all funky fresh. I'm make me a GoPuff order. That's my thing, GoPuff. I get the best discounts on that app. But it seems like it's only in the downtown areas of places. They don't have it everywhere yet. So me being in downtown, I order all the time. You get stuff from like these are the batteries that I got yesterday. These batteries right here, Duracell Optimum. You could tell it's real expensive. Like it got the little box right there, and then it come inside this package. Like I was like, wow. They wanted $10 on GoPuff, but I pay nowhere near that price. Like I could get things like that. I could get little household supplies like my laundry detergent and things. Cause I got my Tide Pods to wash today. Yeah, I love me some GoPuff. My kids, I said download it on your phone, and they come in here, mommy, can you order my GoPuff stuff? Like they sent me a coupon. Can you order my stuff? Yeah. I might come back today with another live. I want to say about, cause I'm gonna wash clothes when these kids get out of school, so everything could be washed. So I probably get back on here around, I want to say 5, 6 o'clock. Between 5 and 7, I might get back on here, or I will post another video. I'm gonna do something, cause I need to get my content up, get my viewers up, get my watch time together. And I'm still trying to learn about everything and watch everybody videos and stuff. I try to let it play on the TV. If I'm somewhere else doing something else, I'll just let some videos play. See, like this, as you can see. Yeah. I'm trying to wait till all the way till it get to 1 hour, so it won't just be like 58 minutes and 10 seconds. Oh Lord, I need even times. But I definitely will be back, and I need to buy some new flat irons today, because my flat irons clunked out on me. I don't know what happened, but they just made a little noise. I went to pick them up. It was like, and they just went out. No more. So I just been rolling my hair up. Use these rollers. Maybe I probably made me some coffee this morning. That's what I'm gonna do. I probably come back after I straighten upstairs, and then when I sit down and drink my coffee and maybe make some pancakes, I'm gonna come back on here. Yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do. I still got time. What time is it? My children don't get out until 3. So, my busted computer. Well, y'all go and watch some more of my videos. Go like, rate, comment. Find me on YouTube. Find me on Instagram. Find me on Facebook. It should be all my social medias are like Manda Panda or Manda Panda 202. But when you see the profile picture, you know that's me. Yeah, see that's me. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you. Thank you. I see y'all again real soon. Real soon.